Srila Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma. Shri Guru Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma. Bando muy savadana mate. Bando muy savadana mate. Yahara prasade bhai e bhavatoriya. Yahara prasade bhai e bhavatoriya. Krishna prapti hoya hoite. Krishna prapti hoya hoite. Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitete Koriya Akya. Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitete Koriya Kya. Arna Kori Ho Mane Asha. Arna Kori Ho Mane Asha. Shri Guru Charane Rati Aise Uttama Gati. Shri Guru Charana Rati Aise Uttama Gati. Ye prasad pure sarva asha. Ye prasad pure sarva asha. Chakudana dilo jane jane Prabhu se. Chakudana dilo ye jane jane Prabhu. Chakudana dilo ye jane jane Prabhu se. Divyayan hride prokashito. Divya Gyan Hride Prokashito. Prema Bhakti Aha Hoite Avidya Vinyasayate. Prema Bhakti Aha Hoite Avidya Vinyasayate. Vedegaya Haracharito. Vedegaya Haracharito. Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adama Janara Bandhu. Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adama Janara Bandhu. Lokanath Loke Rajivana. Lokanath Loke Rajivana. Prabhu koro doya deho more padachaya. Ha ha Prabhu koro doya deho more padachaya. Ebe yasha gushu tribhuvana. Ebe yasha gushu tribhuvana. Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimad Bhagavatam Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesham Shunyavadi Pastyatya Deshatarine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesham Shunyavadi Pastyatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
We should go to Damodara's so you finish, you can just stop and then talk about it.
ISKCON, beautiful family, Shyam, divine base. Namam Ishwaram Satchidananda Rupa Lasa Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam Namamishwaram Satchidananda Rupa Lasa Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam Yashoda Biyalukara Vavamanam Param Vishtamadyantatom Nrutya Gopyam Yashoda Biyalukara Vavamanam Param Vishtamadyantatom Nrutya Gopyam Rudantamunetra yugmam nijantam Karamboja yugmena satankanetram Rudantamurnetra yugmam rijamtam Karambuja yugmena satankanetram Sashakam patrire kanta kanta Jitagrevam damodaram bhaktivadam Mushashakam patrire kanta kanta Jitagrevam damodara bhaktivadam Iti Riksalila Virananda Kunde Swagosam Nimajantam Makyapayantam Iti Riksalila Virananda Kunde Swagosam Nimajantam Makyapayantam Tadiye sitanya subhakta jitatva Punak prema satam sata vrittirane Tadiya sitanya subhakta jitatva Punak prematastan sata vrittivane Varam deva moksham na mokshavarimva Nachayam rine ambare shadapiya Varam deva moksham la mokshavarimva Nachayam rine ambare shadapiya balam Shalame manasya vrira stankimanyam Idam teva purnata gopala balam Sadame manasya vira stankimanyam Idam te mukam bojam atyanta nila Vritam kundala singarak tasya gopya Idam te mukam bodha chanta nila Vritam kundala singarak tasya gopya Muhusumbitam bimbarakjadaramme Manasivristam malam raksham jalave Muhusumitam bimbarakjadaramme Manyasyarishtam malam laksharame Namo Deva Damodarananta Vishnu Prasida Prabho Dukara Bhimagnam Namo Deva Damodarananda Vishnu Prasida Prabho Dukara Bhimagnam Kripadrishti vrishyati dinam vatano Rihane shamam manjame yakshidrishya Kripadrishti vrishyati dinam vatano Grihane Shyamam Manjame Yakshidrisha Yamavadamurya vivayadva Tvaya mochito bhakti vrajakrito jo Uvedamayo vada muchai vayadva Tvaya mochito bhakti vrajakrito jo Tata prema bhaktim swagame prayacha Namokshe graham estida modareha Tata prema bhaktim swagam prayacha Namokshe graham estida mondareha Namaste studam nespura diptidam ne Jadiyo darayat vishyasadam ne Namaste studam nespuro diptidam ne Tvadiyo darayata vishyasadam ne Namo Radhikaya Tvadiya Priyaya Namo Nantalilaya Devaya Tumya Namo Radhikaya Tvadiya Priyaya Namo Nantalilaya Devaya Tumya Namamishwaram Sachinanandarupam Lasat Gundaram Gokule Brajamanam Ishwaram Satchidanandarupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam Yashoda Biyalukarat Vavamanam Param Rishtamatyanta Drutya Gopya Yashoda Biyahulukaram Vavamana Paramrishtamadhyanta Drutya Gopya
Maharaj is here to give class, so we should try to finish. We need to read the translation.
Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
You can read the verse.
To the Supreme Lord, who is form and the embodiment of eternal existence, knowledge and bliss, whose sharp-shaped hearing are swinging to and fro, who is beautifully shining in the divine realm of the Buddha, who, due to the offense of breaking the pot of beauty that his mother was churning into butter, and then stealing the butter that was kept hanging from a string, is quickly running from the wooden grinding mortar in fear of Mother Yasoda, but who has been caught from behind by her who ran after him with great speed. To that Supreme Lord, Sri Damodar, I offer my humble obeisances.
Seeing the whipping stick in his mother's hand, he is crying and rubbing his eyes again and again with his two lotus hands. His eyes are filled with fear, and the necklace of pearls around his neck, which is marked with 3 lines like a conch shell, is shaking because of his quick breathing due to crying. To this Supreme Lord, Sri Damodar, whose belly is bound not with ropes, but with his mother's pure love, I offer my humble obeisances.
By such childhood pastimes as this, he is drowning the inhabitants of Gokul in pools of ecstasy, and is revealing to those devotees who are absorbed in knowledge of his supreme majesty and opulence that he is only conquered by devotees whose pure love is imbued with intimacy and is free from all conceptions of awe and reverence. With great love, I again offer my obeisances to Lord Damodar hundreds and hundreds of times.
O Lord, although you are able to give all kinds of benedictions, I do not favor you for the boon of impersonal liberation, nor the highest liberation of eternal life in Vasunta, nor any other boon which may be obtained within the 9 processes of God. O Lord, a simplicity of this form of yours, of Balakopal in Dharma, may everything manifest in my heart. For what of yours to be any other boon besides this, O Lord, your book is
O Supreme Godhead, I offer my obeisances unto you, O Damodar, O Ananta, O Vishnu, O Master, O my Lord, be pleased upon me by showering your glance of mercy upon me. Deliver this poor, ignorant fool who is immersed in an ocean of earthly sorrows and become visible to my eyes.
O Lord Damodar, just as the 2 sons of Kuvera, Manigriva and Nalakubara, were delivered from the curse of Narada and made into great devotees by you, in your form as a baby, tied with rope to a wooden grinding mortar. In the same way, please give to me your own Prabhupada. I only long for this, and have no desire for any kind of relation. O Lord Damodar, I first of all offer my obeisances to the brilliant you have built your throne, with banks of bellies, and then offer my obeisances to your belly, that is the abode of the entire universe. I humbly bow down in the most beloved Srimad Bhagavatam, and I offer all obeisances to you, Supreme Lord, who displays unlimited pastime. Ishvara Damodar ki jai.
Hare Krishna. Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Balaba Grivaradari Jaya Grivaradari Gopi Jana Balaba Grivaradari Jaya Grivaradari Sodanandana Braja Janaranjana Jaya Braja Janaranjana Sodanandana Braja Janaranjana Jaya Braja Janaranjana Yamuna Dira Varachari Jaya Kunja Bihari Yamuna Dira Varachari Jaya Kunja Bihari Yamuna Dira Varachari Jaya Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Balaba Grivaradari Jaya Grivaradari Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Girivardhari Sodanandana Prahladananda Jaya Prahladananda Sodanandana Prahladananda Jaya Prahladananda Sodanandana Prahladananda Jaya Prahladananda Yamuna Tiravarachari Jaya Kunja Bihari Yamuna Tiravarachari Jaya Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Parvirakacharya Asatara Sadushi Sriman His Divine Grace Shalasi Bhaktivedanta Swami Raj Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Gaur Premanande Hari all glories to these sound devotees, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutaya Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Tinamane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharane Nirvishesha Srinivadi Paskatyade Sadarane Om Ajnana Timanandasya Gananjana Salakaya Chaksur Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shiguro Shiyuta Parakamalam Shigurum Vaishnavam Scha Shirupam Sagradatam Sahagana Raganatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sabadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vasakans Vitamscha Hey Krishna Karna Sindho Dinabando Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namosute Tapta Kanchana Gorangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Prishubhanu Sudhadevi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakapa Trubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Patiranam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Pranityananda Shadvaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 1, The Advent of Lord Krishna, Introduction. Agniryata daru viyoga yogayor adrishtatom yanna nimittam asti evam hidat jantor api dor vibhavya Sharira sam yoga viyoga hetu Agniryata daru viyoga yogayor Adrishtatam yanna nimittam asti Evam hidantor api dora vibhavya Sharira samyoga viyoga hetu Yogayor Yatorapi Dora Vibhavya Some yoga viyoga hetu. Ladies? Agiryata daru viyoga hetu. Yoga nitasti. Evam hidantorapi dora vibhavya Sharira samyoga viyoga hetu Agni, of a fire in the forest. Try it again. Of a fire. Of a fire in the forest. Yata, as. Daru, of wood. Viyoga, yogayo, of both the escaping and the capturing. Adrishtataha, that, then unseen providence. Anyat, some other reason or accident. Na, not. Nimitam, a cause. Asti, there is. Evam, in this way. He, certainly. Janto, other living being. Api, indeed. Durvibhavya, cannot be found out. Cannot be found out. No. Sharira, of the body. Samyoga, of the accepting. Viyoga, or of the giving up. Hetu, the cause. Translation purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. When a fire, or for some unseen reason, for some unseen reason, leaps over one piece of wood and sets fire to the next, the reason is destiny. Similarly, when a living being accepts one kind of body and leaves aside another, there is no other reason than unseen destiny. So please repeat. When a fire, for some unseen reason, leaps over one piece of wood and sets fire to the next, the reason is destiny. Similarly, when a living being accepts one kind of body and leaves aside another, there is no other reason than unseen destiny. Purport. When there is a fire in a village, the fire sometimes leaps over one house and burns another. Similarly, when there is a forest fire, the fire sometimes jumps over one tree and catches another. Why this happens, no one can say. One may set forth some imaginary reason why the nearest tree or house did not catch fire, whereas a tree or house in a distant place did. But actually the reason is destiny. This reason also applies to the transmigration of the soul, by which a prime minister in one life may become a dog in the next. The work of unseen destiny cannot be ascertained by practical experimental knowledge, and therefore one must be satisfied by reasoning that everything is done by supreme providence. Translation: when a fire, for some unseen reason, leaps over one piece of wood and sets fire to the next, the reason is destiny. Similarly, when a living being accepts one kind of body and leaves aside another, there is no other reason than unseen destiny. Namo Vishnu Vidaya Krishna Prestaya Buddhaya Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namane Namaste Saraswatam Deve Gauravani Bacharane Nirvishesha Srinivadi Paskadhyade Siddharane. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Shrira yadavapnoti yatschapyu kramatishraha ihivantani samyati vayor ganda ivashayat. That the living entity carries his different conceptions of life from one body to another, just like the air is carrying aroma. And thus he takes one kind of body and again quits it to take another. In other words, Krishna tells us why we get one body or we get another body. It's all according to our association. Just like air is always pure. But when air passes through a rose garden, then it smells very pure. It smells very sweet. When that same air passes through garbage, it smells very foul. The air may be the same, whether it's associating with roses or with garbage, but due to the association, it appears differently. Similarly, the living entity is eternal, beyond the material energy, beyond the modes of material nature, but by association, it becomes entangled in the material world. When the mind associates, when the soul desires to associate with the modes of material nature, then it gets a body which is suitable to fulfill those desires. In other words, it begins with the soul desiring, and then everything else, by Krishna's arrangement, through his material nature, follows. That if one desires to become a demigod, then one has to act like a demigod. And if one wants to become a dog, then one can act like a dog. And then one will become a dog. That is, activities also carry with them a certain type of consciousness. If you go around smiling all day, you'll feel happy after a while. And if you go around morose with a big frown on your face, you'll feel depressed. Even sitting up, if you sit up straight, you'll actually feel more alert, more enlivened. And if you sit slouched over, you'll feel depressed. So activities actually have something to do with our consciousness. They're not separated. And our consciousness has to do with our activities. But it is not so easy to understand how the material nature works. It takes the super soul to do that. And we're not the super soul. Therefore Krishna says, Ukramantam sthiti vapi bunjana vagunanvita vimudo nanapashanti pashanti jnana chakshusha. That the living entities carry their different conceptions of life. Ukramantam sthiti vapi bunjana na vipanjita vimudo nanapashanti pashanti jnana chakshusha. The living entity, but those whose eyes were trained in the foolish living entity under the spirit, under the modes of material nature, cannot understand how the living entity quits his body, or what kind of body he enjoys under the spell of the modes of material nature. But those whose eyes are trained with knowledge can see all this clearly. So why we have these classes? The reason why we have classes is to gain knowledge. And of course, if we hear the class and we don't remember anything, we haven't gained anything. If after walking out of this temple room, you don't remember anything I've said, then you've wasted your time. And hopefully I remember what I said, so I don't waste my time. So we're hearing so we can learn something. Learning something means we remember it. And by remembering it, then we try to assimilate it. Assimilation means we try to understand what it's actually telling us from different points of view, so we can actually see what's being talked about. From the very beginning of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that the body is changing. But the soul, ourselves, we're not changing. So, Krishna begins with the most basic aspect of knowledge. Everything else besides that, Krishna declares as ignorance. Of course, there's two aspects of knowledge. Knowledge of the self and knowledge of the super-self. And anything beyond that is ignorance. So we may believe there are different aspects of awareness or knowledge, but actually, if we don't see through the eyes of Scripture, we're simply seeing through the eyes of illusion. The problem is we're accustomed to see through the eyes of illusion. It seems perfectly normal to us. And to see through the eyes of the Scriptures, it seems rather artificial. Not something our friends would like us to talk about, if we want to keep those friends. But actually we're gaining this knowledge so we can learn or assimilate, and we can actually see what it's talking about. We can see that, for instance, most basic level, that our body is changing. But we ourselves are not changing. So we don't have to worry about the fact that our body is changing. Generally speaking, everyone is worried about the fact that their body is changing. Why? Because changing body means we have to change. The final change is called death. And the whole material world exists, or the struggle for the living entities is to get out of death. Therefore, people have these operations for a facelift, or they put on so many cosmetics, or they do their exercises and take their vitamin pills, all with the idea is trying to stop death. Unfortunately, we can't even stop one atom from changing. What to speak of our having to leave this body? We can't do anything practical to stop death. Nor could Hiranyakashipu, after 120 years of the demigods performing extremely hard austerity, he couldn't stop death either. So what to speak of our insignificant selves? In any case, we don't have to worry, because in spite of all the different situations in the material world we find ourselves under, nothing is really affecting us. It's affecting our experience. Certainly, there are different kinds of experience in the material world, but the person who has these experiences is not changing at all. So that we have to perceive. If we don't perceive that, then there's no question of becoming prasanatma, joyful. What to speak of joyful? We can't even be peaceful. We may be accomplishing so many things by what we're trying to do in the material world, but Krishna says, Nashti buddhya yuktasya, nacha yuktasya bhavanaha, nacha bhavantak shantir, ashantasya kutak sukham. That for one who's not in the divine consciousness or Krishna consciousness, can have neither controlled mind nor steady intelligence, without which there can be no possibility of peace, and how can there be any happiness without peace? So unless we're conscious of the fact that we're eternal, and that in spite of all the different material circumstances we find ourselves in, we're not ultimately affected by these things, because we exist eternally, then one cannot be peaceful. And without peace, there's no question of happiness. So all these endeavors of accumulating wealth, getting prestige, so many different aspects of material education, all meant to further our material objectives, cannot help us without actually understanding, first of all, that we're eternal. And to understand that we're eternal is not possible in this age without making progress and becoming conscious of Krishna. Because without becoming progressively more conscious of Krishna, we can't experience our very selves. Because Krishna consciousness is meant for experience. It's not meant just for some intellectual understanding. It's meant to come to a platform of experiencing who we actually are. Without that experience, we'll always be doubtful. So, the living entity, Ukramantam Stitim, cannot understand how he quits his body or what kind of body he enjoys under the spell of the modes of material nature. But those whose eyes are trained with knowledge can see all this clearly. So we're trying to train our eyes with knowledge. And what is the point of training our eyes with knowledge? So we can act in Krishna consciousness with conviction. And according to our philosophy, what will it take to train our eyes with knowledge? Well, Krishna says, Utsaha Nischaya Dharya Tat Tat Karma Vivartana. First of all, we have to become Dharya, patient. We're so much in anxiety over what's going to happen to us and what's already happened to us that we're not very patient. We're afraid that we might even die. There are rumors that some people, even in Belgium, they've died. So we're afraid this might even happen to me. Although I'm such a good person, I don't know, and I'm a friend of Krishna, surely he'll make an exception. But still we're a little doubtful. So therefore, when we're hearing, our minds are restless, filled with doubts and fears and anxieties, and we're not very patient. And unless we're patient and we're actually be able to not only remember, because a parrot could also remember, but if we don't remember, we haven't heard anything. But if we do remember, we don't just want to remember like a parrot, we want to actually see what Krishna is talking about. Krishna actually, when he talks, he's giving us his vision. He actually has a vision. And it's not just an intellectual vision, it's a vision full of emotion and feelings and wisdom. So we want to experience that. We want to put it into some clear perspective. As Prabhupada writes, blind following and absurd inquiries are condemned. One should not only hear submissively, but one should get a clear understanding through submission, service, and inquiry. So this blind following is not very good. Yes, whatever they say, I agree. I don't know what they've said, but because I'm supposed to be a follower, I agree. Whatever it is, I just agree automatically. And absurd inquiries, I don't really want to become conscious of Krishna. I'm not so anxious. But there's so many things that are intellectually appealing to me, like where did the jiva come from? And is the earth flat or round? So I'll spend my whole time debating those things and never remember Krishna. So those are called absurd inquiries. That one should not only hear submissively, and we're supposed to hear submissively, but the idea is to get clarity, to experience what's being heard. And what is the process? Submission, inquiries, and service. We have to have an inquisitive mind. What would it be like to actually experience what Krishna consciousness is? If we don't have that inquisitive mind to experience Krishna consciousness, we'll be interested in experiencing so many other things. And the only way of doing it is through service. What we've heard, we have to assimilate, we have to see in the proper perspective, and then we have to act with conviction. It's not enough to see, we have to act also. And that's called service. And what is that service? What is our gateway to eternity? It's not only waving an incense stick before the deity. It's not only quoting slokas in class. It's developing loving relationships with the devotees. Prabhupada was so expert in so many things, but he was most expert at encouraging people to become conscious of Krishna by engaging in the loving exchanges with him. He attracted them by the loving exchanges, revealing the philosophy of Krishna consciousness, the different aspects of it, hearing the concerns of his followers and trying to satisfy them, giving them the gifts of the holy name and Vrindavan and so many other things, and accepting whatever service they rendered to him. And of course, he offered prasadam and he took prasad. So these are loving exchanges with the devotees. without developing skillfulness in these loving exchanges, then where's our progress? What do we think our progress is? Gaining wealth, gaining followers, gaining fame. What do we think our progress is? Actually, progress is skill in these loving relationships. And then, by developing skill in the loving relationships, we can actually become just like Krishna, Radha and Krishna, come on to the same spiritual platform that they're on. Mam chayo vyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samatityaitan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. One is engaged in undeviated devotional service, unfailing in all circumstances, when it once transcends the modes of material nature and comes to Brahman. And Krishna says, I'm the basis of Brahman. So by rendering service to Krishna and Krishna's devotees with the right understanding, with the right perspective, with the right conviction, and skillfully doing it, then we become on the same level as Radha and Krishna. It's like if you put an iron in the fire, it gets hotter and hotter and hotter, then it becomes just like the fire. And that fire is ecstasy. In other words, Radha and Krishna and their followers, they're in love with everyone. And they're ecstatically in love with each other. So it's transcendental enlightenment and happiness. There is no other way of obtaining any of these things, either transcendental happiness or transcendental illumination. Then one can begin to see how things are going on. How the living entity is actually quitting his body, or what kind of body he enjoys under the spell of nature, of the modes of nature. That's the actual training. Otherwise, itanto yoginas chainam pashanyat natman yavashitaha itanto yakritatmano naiva panshantya chetasa. The endeavoring transcendentalist who is situated in self-realization can see all this clearly, but those whose eyes are not trained in knowledge cannot understand what's taking place. It is by the process of devotional service, going through different steps, from hearing knowledge, assimilating the knowledge, to perceiving the knowledge, to applying the knowledge with conviction, to developing skillfulness in the loving relationships with the devotees, to developing the qualities of a pure devotee, the characteristics and the character of a pure devotee, that one can actually perceive things as they actually are. Otherwise, things will at best remain theoretical if we can even remember the theory. Well, but we should not be satisfied. Of course, we have our Shastra courses to drill into people's minds, the devotees' minds, something about theoretical knowledge, and hopefully they actually get a little perception from it. But that's not sufficient. It's the application of the knowledge, the service with conviction, that actually helps us understand that our field of activities to develop Krishna consciousness is loving exchanges with the devotees and Krishna, and also with the innocent. The innocent are also Krishna's servants, but they're just unconscious. And those who are against Krishna, they're foolish, so we try to defeat them or ignore them. In any case, it's the spirit of devotion to Krishna and his acharyas, taking shelter of their instructions, that help us learn how to serve all living entities appropriately. Then we can actually make advancement. Otherwise, we remain in the same material conceptions of life, without understanding clearly who we are and who everyone else is, and know how to engage in appropriately loving exchanges. Then we remain in the same material misconceptions, no matter how much theoretical knowledge we believe we have. And with such theoretical knowledge, neither we can help deliver ourselves, nor we can help anyone else. Blind people, they can't really help other blind people. But still we make an endeavor, because Krishna wants us to make an endeavor to help others the best we can. And Krishna dadami buddhi yogam tam. When he sees that we're sincere, then he'll give us intelligence, how to make progress. And then gradually everything will become clearer if we try to cultivate knowledge, and therefore we have these classes so that knowledge is there. Of course, the classes should be best be consistent or under some theme. Otherwise, what happens is we go to one class, we're taking this direction, and then we go to the next class, we're in a completely different direction, and pretty soon we're all over the spiritual and material universes, and there's no focus. So without focus, it's very difficult to get perspective. And without perspective, it's very difficult to have any real conviction of what I'm supposed to do under my circumstances to develop skillfully loving relationships with others. And without developing skillfully those loving relationships, because that's all that goes on in the spiritual world, you can't go to the spiritual world and very easily become a loner. No, everything is there as Krishna's devotee, and everything is reciprocation of love with Krishna's devotee. So in order to do that, that's what our aim is, develop skillful relationships in Krishna consciousness with others. And then we'll actually get the characteristics and the character of a pure devotee, and that will mean that we're actually progressing in Krishna consciousness. So I'll stop there. Thank you. Any questions? Yes.
In the verses that talk about destiny and sound to me like we are not in control of destiny. It's actually that we are creating our own destiny.
Our own destiny. No one else's, though. If we're too much concerned with what's going outside of ourselves and not concerned enough with what's going inside ourselves, then we're under the control of the modes of nature, which will create our destiny. So the only way we can control our destiny is to become aware of what Krishna wants us to do, and then follow that in the proper consciousness, and then we'll change our destiny from taking another body to going back to the spiritual world. So we can change our destiny. Just like Prashrita. Prashrita, he was a prince in Treta Yuga. He was the son of Uttapada. And he was the grandson of Swayambhuva Manu. But there are many princes, and he had the service of guarding the cows. There was no kind of like electronic or methodology of controlling. He stood there with a sword, control guard the cows in case tigers and other living entities would come and attack them. But one day there was a new moon, which means that there was no moonlight, and one tiger came in order to attack the cows. And Prashradra, he heard the cry of the cows, and he came and swung his sword. And he didn't exactly know what happened, but he found out the next morning they had cut off the head of a cow, although he had also cut the nose and the ear of the tiger, so the tiger fled. When his spiritual master, Vashishta Muni, heard that his disciple, Prashradra, had killed a cow, he cursed him to become a Sudra in his next lifetime. So Prashradra, he decided the only way he could surpass the curse, he went to the forest and he meditated for the rest of his life on Krishna, and after the end of his life he went back to the spiritual world and avoided the curse. So we're all cursed. So the only way to avoid it is become conscious of Krishna. Then we can go back to the spiritual world and avoid the curse. Yes? Hope against hope. That's Rupa Goswami says that. I'm hoping against hope. Well, we have to have, first of all, we should understand our fallen condition. If we don't understand our fallen condition, then there is no hope. Because if we don't understand our fallen condition, we won't try to get out of our fallen condition. Anyone who thinks they're doing quite well is really in trouble. And if one is thinking, I'm in trouble, then he can get out of the trouble if he wants. So first we have to understand our fallen condition, and then develop faith in Krishna and Guru and Krishna, that they could actually help us get out of our fallen condition as much as we really want to get out of our present condition. They'll help us. So that hope is proper hope. That's good hope. So we should cultivate that. And if we actually pray to Krishna and we try to do what Krishna wants us to do, then Krishna will reciprocate and we'll become more and more encouraged that actually Krishna is helping us. Guru and Krishna are actually helping us. And then we'll develop more and more hope, more and more faith. As we see how they reciprocate, then we'll become more and more encouraged to take shelter of them. Yes?
How do we determine the teams? Because the classes should be on the same team. How do we decide which team?
Team?
Did you say that? Classes should be on the
Theme. Theme, yeah, theme. How do we determine? Well, that takes some intelligence. It means you have to actually have an objective, a mission for wherever you are. In other words, devotional service progresses through coming together and worshiping Krishna, which is the basic, whatever we're doing in service to Krishna is worship of Krishna. And then in the worship of Krishna, we develop sadhu sangha. We develop association with devotees. And by developing an association with devotees, we develop commitment to wanting to become a member of Krishna's family. And by developing membership in Krishna's family, we develop enthusiasm to serve the family. That's called ministry work. And as we develop enthusiasm to serve the family, then we become more and more expert and we can direct others how to create a bigger and bigger family, how to encourage more and more people to take up the process of devotional service and go through the process of worship, devotee association, membership or initiation, to utilizing our energies in Krishna's service, to becoming core members. So, we have to find out where actually we're at and where we want to go to. And once that is established, what the actual mission is, what we're trying to do, develop a vision, develop a mission. Vision means where are we expecting to go, and mission is how we're actually going to get there. Once we develop that, then we can talk about that. That's what the classes are meant for, to understand where we're at now and how we're going to go to the next phase. Now, unless we develop that, it's like in your body. There are so many systems. There's the nervous system, there is the circulatory system, there's the endocrine system, there's the digestive system. For the body to be healthy, they have to be in balance. If the digestive system overpowers the other systems, then the body can't be in balance. It's not healthy. And if the body's not healthy, it can't grow. If the body's healthy, then automatically it grows. So similarly, we have so many aspects of Krishna consciousness, of the ISKCON body. We have devotee care, we have outreach programs, we have building programs, we have developing charismatic leadership, we have so many aspects. So they're all supposed to work in harmony with each other for the same mission, with the same vision, with the same mission. So unless one sits down and actually determines with the vision where we're at, where we want to go, and how we're going to get there, then we'll have millions of classes and we won't go anywhere. or we're not going to go very quickly anywhere. Because someone's giving a class how devotee care is most important. Someone comes the next week, how outreach is the most important. Someone says, no, deity worship is salvation. No, we have to surrender to the charismatic leader. He'll save us. So many different things, and everyone's going, some people go this way, devotee care. Some people go this way, outreach. Some people go this way. We have to take care of the deities. We have to, whatever. So many different, and therefore we're all divided in different ways. And there's no unity of purpose or perception, vision, or mission. And everyone's working, instead of in harmony, they're working in different directions. Which is all right. It's just how the Krishna consciousness movement can't really develop without that unity of purpose. Probably gives the example, if you have one stick, one man, he called his sons together, and he gave them each a stick and asked them to break it. So they all broke the stick very easily. And then he put a bunch of sticks together and he asked them to break it, and they couldn't break the sticks because they were together. So similarly, when we're together with the same vision, the same purpose, the same mission, then we'll actually become strong, and then we'll do something substantial to become conscious of Krishna and to distribute Krishna consciousness to others. Other than that, we'll fly in different directions without any real power or force or focus, and therefore we won't achieve very much. Yes?
You were talking about the need to establish loving relationships amongst the devotees and how in Gopi Vrindavan we cannot be alone or just be alone. But there are some devotees who by nature are introverts and they struggle interacting with other devotees and not friendly. She really has a lot of trouble being in large crowds and she really, it breaks her heart because she feels she's not advancing spiritually due to her own nature. And as far as I understand, natures cannot change. So how can she deal with devotees while not staying true to her nature?
Nature, we're not the nature, we're the spirit soul. These are what we've been conditioned by. As far as putting ourselves in a situation that we can't tolerate, that's not very advisable. On the other hand, no one in this world, what to speak of a temple, doesn't relate to others. So whoever we relate to, Yari Deka, Tarikaha, Krishna Upadesh, Amara Aga Guruhana Taridesh, whoever we meet, we should try to serve them by helping them become conscious of Krishna. If we have that vision, then there's no question of introverted or extroverted. We're simply servants, and whoever we come in contact with, our meditation is how can I serve them to become conscious of Krishna. If we don't do that, certainly we can claim we have a certain nature, and that's what we're serving, is our modes of nature. But we have to go beyond that by becoming a servant to Krishna's servants. And it doesn't mean we go out in big crowds. We can just, whoever we meet, we're going to meet someone, so try to think what I can do to serve them, to help them become conscious of Krishna. And then we'll develop our real nature, which is Krishna conscious, our real spiritual identity, and our real spiritual emotions and mood and activities. Anything else? Thank you very much. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gaur Premanande.